lot of people do not realize this, but the Catholic Church has a different set of 10 commandments than what the Bible actually teaches and what I believe. And basically 9 out of the 10 are the same, but they do make a change. And so the Bible does not clearly state this is the first commandment, this is the second, this is the third commandment, but we can look at Exodus chapter 20 and look at other parts of the Bible and use some common sense to realize what are these 10 commandments. Because the Bible does refer to us as having 10 commandments, but it doesn't say this is the first, this is the second, this is the third. Now the first commandment is this: thou shalt have no other gods before me. And the second commandment is thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Now these are two separate commandments, but with the Catholic Church they actually roll them together as one. And the reason why they do this is because they want to justify making graven images. And what they do is they take the 10th commandment, thou shalt not covet, and turn it into two separate commandments. And what they do is they turn thou shalt not covet into thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, and then thou shalt not covet anything that is thy neighbor's. Now, why does this not make sense? Well, it does not make sense because of the fact there's already a commandment, thou shalt not commit adultery. So why would you then have a later commandment, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife? I mean, those things are incredibly related to one another, so it does not really make sense. Secondly, because of the fact your neighbor's wife is under the umbrella of anything that is thy neighbor's. So when the Bible's saying thou shalt not covet, what the Bible's showing you is that with your neighbor, the husband being the head of the home, anything under that home is belonging to him and you should not covet it. No, this is not sexist because the Bible teaches that husbands are the heads of their home. You should not covet anything that belongs to your neighbor. That includes the wife, but that is not a separate commandment because, like I said, they already have thou shalt not commit adultery. But the third reason why is we can go to Romans chapter 13, where the Bible says in verse 8, owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet, and if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in the saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So what you're seeing is a restating of the last set of commandments from the 10 commandments, and notice it said, thou shalt not covet, but what you did not see is a separate commandment, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Why? Because not coveting your neighbor's wife is under the umbrella of thou shalt not covet, and that means anything that belongs to your neighbor. And then that 10th commandment explains in more detail some of the things that belong to your neighbor. But once again, why does the Catholic Church do this? They do this because of the fact they are incredibly idolatrous and they want to justify their idolatry, so they try to remove the commandment against graven images. Anyways, thank you and God bless.